Well, 'tis the season. Another Winter Village set review is coming at you right now. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. I am super excited to have you with me today as we kick off our Winter Village set review series. So every Thursday in December, we'll be reviewing a Winter Village set. Last week on Black Friday, we reviewed the latest 2024 set, the Santa's Post Office. Today, we are doing a blast from the past. We are doing a 10-year-old set from 2014. It is Santa's Workshop. I've had this one in my collection. If you saw the behind the scenes video about the storage unit, this was one that was in there and it has been in my backlog. So I am excited to build it and show it off. So let's get into the build and we'll talk about it after. All right, so this is set number 10245. It is in the Creator. So this is an older set, but it's in the Creator theme, which is now the Icons theme. I just consider these Winter Village sets. And this is Santa's Workshop with 883 pieces. So here's the back. Well, it looks like we only have 3 numbered bags, but obviously there is more than one bag per number. So I'm looking here, I have 3 bag number 1s, 3 bag number 2s, and 3 bag number 3s. And then we have a very old school manual situation. Now they come in sort of cardboard envelopes. We do have a few stickers here. And then, oh my gosh, look at this old-timey manuals. There's 2 books here. I mean, they still have this old Lego Club on here. So yeah, this came out in 2014. So it's a 10 years ago set that I've had in my collection that is finally going to see the light of day. So let me get this organized and I'll be right back. So this is the first manual. There are 2. So this is the first one. So inside, literally no information. We are just going to jump right into the build. So let's get started. Oh, also I did want to mention before we get into the first build, in addition to the numbered bags, there were also these 3 sort of pipe pieces that came in there as well. All right, let's get right into this. All right, so for bag 1, we have Santa Claus. And I believe that the entire bag 1, we are just going to be doing the Santa Claus sled and reindeer. So let's get into that. All right, so that is the end of bag number 1. So we have Santa's sleigh, and he has a little bag that he can hold, like so. And then we've got all the presents. We've got the reindeer. We have this little reindeer that I feel like should be able to go on the end somehow, and you can swap out this brown nose with this leftover red one. Like, we need a Rudolph, right? Like, we have to have a Rudolph. So I feel like that could somehow be attached. And then we have a little Christmas tree and a North Pole sign. And then here's the little Christmas tree build. All right, and then these pieces are if you want to display the reindeer not attached, you just take off this red thing, detach them, and then you can put these in so they don't have their harness on. All right, so let's move on to bag number 2. All right, so the first thing we have here in bag number 2 is Mrs. Claus with a plate of cookies. And this is all print, and she does have printing on the back as well. It's hard to see under the cape there, but she does have printing on the back. So yeah, this is a great minifig. And then she has this little cape. So there is Mrs. Claus. Okay, that is the end of bag number 2. So this is what we have so far. All right, so on to bag number 3. Okay, so for bag 3, we have, the first thing we have are these elves. Looking pretty good. They all have back printing on them. However, no alternate faces or anything. And here's the last one. All right, let's get into bag number 3. So there we have the finished Santa's Workshop from 2014. So let me bring over all of the extra goodies here. And then, of course, we have all of these little elves. And, of course, we will move the camera around so that we will get a better look. Here is Santa's Workshop from 2014. This has 883 pieces, and it retailed for $69.99. So that is a pretty good bargain in the Winter Village lineup. Normally, I consider 10 cents per piece to be sort of average these days. This works out to just under 8 cents a piece, like 7.8 cents a piece. So a pretty good value. The one thing I will say, it being 10 years old, it is the reindeer and such, even though they are totally brick built, a little rudimentary. We do have, from just recently, a couple of years ago, they came out with a standalone Santa sleigh set with molded reindeer that look, and molded antlers as well, that looks, you know, a little better. So this looks a little more detailed. Of course, again, like I said, these are molded reindeer and molded antlers. It's all kind of specialized pieces, whereas this one is totally brick built, so they're reusing parts for antlers. Now, there were some stickers for this, although we did get some printed pieces. The backs of the reindeers are printed, and this is a printed piece. However, this is a sticker. And we do get 6 minifigs. We get 4 elves, Santa Claus, and Mrs. Claus. So that's pretty good. Let me just move this sleigh out of the way. And there is sort of an extra reindeer, which I used one of the leftover red pieces to turn this guy into Rudolph. So somehow you could figure out how to easily attach him to the front of the sleigh. So this is the workshop. There's sort of a little conveyor belt machinery pumping out toys here. And then if we turn this around, here is sort of the workshop itself. Not too much going on inside. I mean, it is pretty basic compared to some of the other Winter Village sets. And the one thing that did stand out to me on this one is there is no light brick. Most of the Winter Village sets include, even the older ones, include light bricks for the fireplace usually. So I found that odd. So I don't know, it's because we get so many minifigs, or maybe because we get the sleigh and the reindeer. They figured, oh, well, you know, that's already too much stuff. We can't have a light brick too. But I did find that odd that this did not have a light brick in it. I do like the way that it is sort of angled and how this fits together with this little step piece. I think that was pretty cool, especially for 10 years ago. But like I said, you can definitely tell, you know, it's kind of showing its age. It's a little less detailed than the ones that we've gotten in recent years. This chair is very nice, though, I will say that. The other thing that I was a little concerned about, it being a 10-year-old set and all these brown pieces, if you remember in the Haunted House, the Monster Fighters Haunted House review from Halloween, I mentioned the brittle brown. And I did not run into a single problem in this set. So that's very cool. But other than that, you know, that is the Santa's Workshop from 2014. All in all, I think it's a great playset. If you don't have this, definitely, you know, and you're a completist and want, you know, every Winter Village set out there, this definitely is available on the secondary market. You can find it. I mean, obviously, it being 10 years old, it's definitely retired. All in all, I think it's a pretty good set. The minifigures are great. The brick-built reindeer and sleigh are cute. So I did like those. So that is Santa's Workshop. That was Santa's Workshop from 2014. So not bad for a 10-year-old set. It is, if you watch the Santa's post office last week, a few more details there, a little more refined building techniques. But for a 10-year-old set, this one was really great. I'm glad that I finally got it out of my backlog and that it has seen the light of day. And I will definitely be displaying this during this year's holiday season and make it part of my permanent display for Christmas time. So be sure to join me next week where we will be taking a look at the Winter Village Fire Station. So that will be exciting. But until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.